Hey guys, Ra here. I got a different sort of video here for you today. I've actually got a summer family trip coming up tomorrow for the week, and I'm going to do a whole series of videos around this with sort of a long vlog style video at the end. But right now starting, I'm going to do sort of a minimalist kind of gaming setup, and obviously that's not what this trip is about. I'm not going to, go somewhere and spend 12 hours in the car to go sitting on a game system the entire time. But poolside during the day hike, beach, that sort of thing, listen to music, staying cool, and then, afterwards maybe sit around the TV, plug in, maybe run up some Smash or some old school GoldenEye or something like that. I'm going to put approximate current pricing on the screen there for you, but take what works for you. There's lots of equivalent stuff out there. Find something that works. As it is, I need to find a better second controller, but check it out. So obviously got my AirPods for, just music, whatever, goes without saying, right? I've also got a 3.5mm headphone jack, one specifically for, stuff that I wouldn't use the AirPods on. These are just little $20 clip-on, sort of Makoto Yuki style. Nothing special, but they're $20. Much better audio quality even than the AirPods when it comes to, just the size of the drivers. I have my Hollyland microphone, to which you are currently listening. It's the docking station for that. I might do a full-on review of these at some point once I have more time with them, but that's what you're listening to right now. It's the A1 Hollyland microphone. Next up, in terms of audio also, I've got this guy. This is the Mega Boom 3, I forget who makes this, UE, I think it is. I think they recently got bought out, or recently, it's probably a couple years ago now, but I've had this for, God, probably 8 or 9 years at this point. The battery lasts a surprisingly long amount of time, and it is basically waterproof. You could throw this thing in the pool and it's fine. There's party mode and all that sort of thing for it too. Great Bluetooth speaker for, anything where you're away from the house. Next, in terms of power, we've got a pair of power banks. The larger one is the Anker 737, which you may have already seen one of my other videos, with capacity of 24,000 milliamps, or, several times on a phone, gaming console, things like that. And this smaller one here is the Anker 535, 10,000 milliamps, great sort of commuter, day-to-day sort of backup power here, multiple times on your phone, headphones, things like that, all totally fine, pretty lightweight still. And in addition to that, I've got the fast charging plug, the Nano. I believe it charges up to 30 or 40 watts. A little display for care mode and fast charging. I'll have to check that out. I haven't really used this thing much yet. So it's got multiple angles, so you can put it into the wall without it bumping into something, ideally. Likewise on that, obviously you've got charging cable, Type-C to Type-C. This is sort of my go-to, at-home charger, up to, I think probably 30 or 40 watts on this cable. I've also got one for a micro, which, Boo! 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 But that's what this old thing takes, so need to have it. Bringing the Thor. The Thor is still sort of my main daily driver gaming device at this point. 2 screens, Android, PC emulation. You really can't top it right now with pretty much anything out there. I don't plan on gaming a ton, but it's there evenings, cooling off, sitting on the patio late at night. And the last cable is an HDMI to Type-C cable. Basically, it's just the latest weight docking solution you can use. Maybe if you want to run up Mario Party or Wii Sports or something with people after you go to the beach during the day. I've got a couple of controllers as well. This main one is the ROG Raikiri Pro. It's got this little OLED display on it for monitoring profiles and battery life, and you can put little GIFs on there and that sort of thing. It's a little bougie, but it's a pretty good controller, all things considered. It's got the, multi-stage triggers, all that sort of thing, macros in the back. Great controller. It's expensive, though. And likewise, I don't have like a full-on other PC controller, so I've got this guy, a little 8-bit Do Zero. So if, someone wants to play, I don't know, freaking Donkey Kong Country with me or something, and we can, run it up on this little guy. I need to get another second controller. This is just like the old days when you pass off the, the crappy second controller to your little brother or whatever. Well, hello, that's going to be for you. So, and last up, USB-C neck fan. I've worn this out for my rec kickball league on the National Mall at, 90, 100 degrees. Glad you have it in that type of situation. So worth its weight on Amazon at, $30 or something. And it's quite nice. And it doesn't even look that weird. It just looks like some crappy, cheap headphones around your neck. And lastly, sort of holding most of it together, is the Osprey Daylight Sling Pack. This has sort of been my daily commuter pack for a long time, as far as, super lightweight stuff, headphones, kind of, Metro Pass, that kind of stuff. So that's sort of the minimalist setup I'm bringing on this trip. More or less all fits in the backpack with the exception of the neck cooler and the Thor, which has its own case. So that's what I'm bringing. I could bring my full-on laptop setup. I have a portable monitor. It's what I would use for, when I work remotely, things like that, or when I would travel for work. That is a perfectly viable portable setup. It doesn't take up that much room. I have it on a real small desk here to begin with, but that's not what I'm bringing on this trip because I'm not planning on doing a ton of gaming anyway. So keep that in mind and, plan it for what works for you, but that's what I'm bringing. I hope you watch the rest of the videos in this series, and thanks for watching, guys.